Hey guys, this is carsonmtech here, back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be checking out the Dazzne S60 Plus stabilizer that was sent to me by gearbest.com. I just want to say up front that they did send me this for free, but they're not paying me to say anything in this video, so all opinions are my own. But anyways, with that being said, this is a $75 stabilizer that is meant for pretty much all DSLRs, video cameras, you name it, and it will probably work on this. But I just want to say up front that, being honest, I've never owned a manual stabilizer like this before. So one that you actually have to learn to use, and it's not all electronically stabilized, such as the Xiaomi gimbals I've checked out in the past. So there definitely was a pretty big learning curve once I first got this to now, when I've learned a little bit more about how to use it. But with that being said, in this video I'm going to just be purely giving you my honest opinion of whether or not I believe the $75 stabilizer is worth your cash. But before giving you that answer of whether or not it's worth it, let's go and show you what came inside the box. So inside the box, it really wasn't anything special. It came with this nice little carrying bag, and inside this carrying bag was obviously the actual stabilizer itself. And on this originally, it came with 2 extra weights. These are the smallest weights that it came with. So I put those on because my camera is only about 1 pound with everything on it. So I didn't need much more, but the other weights that it comes with, I would say, are probably about a pound each. This stabilizer can support cameras from 0.5 kilograms to 5 kilograms. Now that this is opened, I'm just gonna get my camera stabilized really quick, and then I'll give you a couple of the shots, and then I'll let you know my opinion of this stabilizer. So, those last shots were great and all, but what are my opinions of the quality and build of this stabilizer? So, honestly, first off, I just want to say some of the negatives about it. So this, I mean, okay, honestly, you get what you pay for. It's a $75 stabilizer, and the build quality, it's pretty decent, but there are some things that are definitely negatives about it. Starting off with this handle here. This piece of foam isn't attached whatsoever with adhesive or whatnot, so you can literally take it off. And with that being said, it just goes and slides around a lot of the time while you're filming, so I almost just don't want to have this foam on when I'm using this, because I prefer my hand not slipping around on this handle rather than with the foam on and my hand just slipping around all over. So that's a huge negative with this. I know that some early Steadicams actually had that same problem, so I guess I can give it some forgiveness, but honestly it kind of stinks that it doesn't have any adhesive on here. Of course I could probably put some on myself, and you could too, but I just wanted to mention that out of the factory it does not come with that. Also, the weights that come with this, I suppose my camera must be a little bit less than 1 pound or something, because the weights that it comes with, even the smallest weights, are still too heavy for my camera, because this pole right here is supposed to be extended out quite a bit more. It usually isn't extended all the way, but at least some, because when you're actually using this, you want more stabilization by the pole being extended. So with these weights that it comes with though, they're too much. Because like, look at this drop time right here. It's like less than 1 second, and usually you want 2 or 3 second drop times, then it like drops down slowly. So with my camera, I have to go and use the pole pretty much like this, because now the drop time is about 2 seconds. So it's pretty frustrating that this doesn't come with any lighter weights here. And so if you're going to be getting this yourself, this is the Panasonic G85 and the Rode Video Micro here on top. But if you're getting it for yourself, you may actually have to go out and purchase some washers or something to put on here opposed to these weights, because these are still almost too much. Also here on the bottom, speaking of this weight, when I actually received this weight holder here on the bottom wasn't even in the correct position. So when you have a stabilizer like this, you want the weights to be facing forward with the camera lens. But when I received this, it was like horizontal to the camera lens, and you don't want that. So I had to go and move it back, and I had to tighten up this bolt. So I gotta say, the quality control of these things are probably not that great considering I received it in that condition. But I was able to fix it with a simple tightening of that bolt, and it's all fine now. So moving on from some of those negative things, here are some positive things that I liked about it. So first off, I gotta say that this, I feel like actually is worth your $75. You get what you pay for. It has a strong build quality. There's like no plastic on this at all. This might actually be plastic, but everything else pretty much is metal, and it feels very solid. So when I got this, I figured I'd receive it and it'd be all breaking apart because it's plastic and whatnot, but literally everything, even down to these, are metal. And speaking of this up here, I gotta say, it's not too difficult to use this and stabilize your camera. You just go and you unscrew these thumb screws right here, and you can stabilize your camera and move it around until it's stabilized, and then you just tighten up the thumb screw again. They're really easy to use. I'm not entirely sure why they add these little levels here because they're basically pointless, but overall it does work with stabilizing your camera really well, and I haven't encountered any problems of them loosening up while in use or something like that, so a-okay on those. Also, I just want to say, I'm not sure whether this is going to fit in, but if your camera has in-body image stabilization like my Panasonic G85 has, then you're going to be getting incredibly smooth footage because in conjunction with this stabilizer, they both work well, and overall you get very smooth footage, whereas if your camera doesn't have that, then you're probably going to be getting a little bit less stable, but overall you'll probably be satisfied. Anyways, I just wanted to mention that, but here's back to whatever else I was saying. Also here on the bottom, I gotta say that it's very nice to be able to just sit this down. I know some other cheaper gimbals or stabilizers out there aren't capable of just being sat down because this metal plate usually doesn't have like these little feet here, but these are actually screwed into the metal, and so they are gonna stay there for a long time. And overall I was really satisfied with being able to just sit this down when my arm was getting tired on a flat surface, and yeah, that worked out great. And lastly, one final thing that is positive about this isn't necessarily about the gimbal itself, but I did find it really useful that it came with that carrying bag, because if you're moving this around with you, maybe you want to throw it in another bag or something, it's just nice to have everything in a single bag and being able to carry that with you. With that being said, would I recommend this to you? Honestly, it really depends on your situation. If you're only going to be filming a couple of cool scenes, maybe with your family or something like that, then yes, this is absolutely a great stabilizer. And if you've never picked up any other stabilizers, such as a Steadicam or something like that, then you'll be able to get used to this and learn with using this. However, if you're going to be using a stabilizer for more professional things such as weddings or birthday parties or whatever the case may be, and you have a video company, then just up front spend the money on a Steadicam or a more expensive brand, because the build quality of this isn't amazing and you'll have a lot more cooler options on more expensive things. And honestly, just spend the money up front because you're probably going to be gaining back that money within your first 2 gigs anyways, and if not, then you're probably not charging enough for your services anyway. But with that being said, if you would like to buy this yourself, I'll be leaving the links to purchase it down in the description below. But anyways, that is it for this video. If you guys liked it, make sure to let me know by clicking that thumbs up button down below. And if you'd like to see future videos from me, consider clicking that subscribe button down below. Also, if you'd like to see my last video, that should be up there, and some random video should be down there. But anyways, that is it for this video. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.